Good morning, fellow traders. Baldwin here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Tuesday, May the 11th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's just see where we left with the market yesterday. So SPX monthly chart started to turn red, right? Weekly chart inside week, the McClellan oscillator crossed below the positive 100 area. Again, we're still looking at the potential for some bearish divergence right here. We closed recently above the upper Bollinger Bands like we did before the Corona crash. So, things have definitely been extended right here. We were way more extended over the weekly cloud than we were before the Corona crash. So, eventually we're looking for a pullback here. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, though, daily chart, we're back to the 80 MA with a red day yesterday, increasing volume on the SPY, right, as you can see here. And the big thing on the SPX, right, that we're looking at is the where we are. I mean, it looks like we're going to gap down here this morning when we take a look at the futures here. So what this means is that this pullback yesterday is, could be a little more significant than just a wave 4 pullback, right? Because a 30-point gap down or 20-something point gap down here is going to invalidate this wave, right? So what we'd have to do is basically assume this is kind of toppy right here, and that this is a fresh impulsive wave down, and we could be working on a new alt count on the downside, right? It could be just a zigzag, right? Kind of an impulsive, wave down, ABC up, and another impulsive move down, and then we continue to work our way up. But we're gonna have to adjust the count to accommodate for that. So we'll see how that goes going into today. Let's see with the S&P futures. Like I said, we're down about 30 points here this morning. It's kind of a decent drop overnight. Before bedtime, right? We drew this bear flag right on the live stream last night. That ended up breaking down pretty significantly. Coming back, retested. Form a geometric line and still holding below there now. Still holding the overnight lows. We got a signal zone here below. If we break down below there, we got some VPOCs below and a bunch of signal zones that could get tested. So we'll see if the sellers really want to kick in today. We're basically below a pretty good volatility area. So and the VIX, by the way, is really starting to pick up here too, which we'll take a look at the end of the video. So good stuff there. Let's take a look at the MES here again. The same thing, right? We're in the geometric lines. The big thing is that we broke down below these right here and still working its way down. Let's take a look at the Qs here this morning. Qs again, big breakdown yesterday. We talked about the loss of this geometric line in the bubble report. Retested the 15 orb and down. We're getting some follow through the downside again. The bond yield is kind of working its way up too. That's also weighing on tech, so we have that going on. And again, fears of inflation. That's kind of another big deal right here. And really, one of the big things too is this gasoline pipeline thing. I don't know if you guys remember back in 2008, 2009, but gas prices really skyrocketed too, and that was before the financial crisis. So that kind of led to things. It's like folks not, getting to work, folks not paying their mortgages, right? And then the mortgage crisis and all that stuff. So I mean, it all started with gasoline, in terms of quick inflation, right? So something to look at there. Yesterday, again, we talked about this resistance zone. The IWM could not get and stay above it, right? So we ended up breaking down below the geometric line and seeing some downside follow through here today. Again, it's possible that we could rally back up today. We could see either way very, very volatile moves, but it is possible if we lose these pre-market lows that we could see some more selling. The big thing to kind of keep an eye on here this morning is the XLF. It's below its 80 MA here pre-market here, below the pre-market lows. Could see some more selling. We might get into that lower 37s, and that could weigh on the market. Apple this morning down, right? Lost the signal zone here pre-market and down below the 80 MA as well. Tesla really getting beaten up here, guys. Everybody was laughing at my zigzag move right here. I think it's working out pretty well. We got this. I've been bearish on Tesla ever since we've been below the downward trend line, right? And then once we started to work our way back up, A, B, C, up, 1, 2. Remember we talked about this weekend, right? This did not take out the wave 1 right here, right? So 1, 2, we could be still working on a wave 3, 4, 5 to fill this gap down here. And then things could change, start to get bullish again. Maybe earnings are good, all that good stuff. So we'll see where we go from there. Bitcoin, apparently some big whales stepped in and started selling some stuff. We got a big. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.